Welcome back to the American Legends Watch channel. Today I've got another unboxing for you. I impulse bought the Hemel Eylandt the other night. This is their first watch in this line, the Resolute, and bargain priced at $300. Noticed on the website that it looked like it came in the same sort of box as this Eylander that I'm wearing. So quick wristwatch check, wearing the Eylander that I bought and reviewed here a few years ago, or a couple years ago by now, so you can put a link to that review. It comes in this little Eylandt watch box from Mark and the gang over there. Notice this looks like it's coming in a similar kind of box, so also noticed that Hemel had done a collaboration with Eylandt watch here recently. Put a link to that. So guessing this is probably coming from the same kind of factory in China that makes the other Eylandt watch stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Certainly a great value. Here we go, some thank you cards. Hemel, good times. I've been aware of the Hemel watches, their pilot watches, here for a while. Have never had one in person, but certainly find those very compelling and stack up well against, say, the Dan Henry watches that are similar in style, tributes to the old great Fliegers and whatnot from the past. So let's get into it here. There we go. As expected, basically the same, basically the same size box as my Eylandt watch came in, but with the nice branding there. This is their new little venture sticker designed by at Hemel House in New York. So kind of like Apple does, you know, designed in the USA, but clearly manufactured overseas. Got these little stickers, very nice little stickers. Oops. And 1, 2, and 3. There it is. All right, so this is a 200-meter water-resistant stainless steel sapphire crystal watch. Here's my new little kitty over here. She's probably gonna make an appearance. Hi, little kitty. Oh, here she is. Hi, sweetheart. You're gonna have to move. We're making a video. Here we go. Oh, no, don't knock the camera off. Here we go. Alright, so my favorite thing about this watch is the Caseback. It has this brass caseback to it. Let's see if I can get the sticker off. So nice. Never seen a caseback done like that, especially in a micro brand and in this price segment. The caseback's really set apart many of these micro brands. So nicely engraved. Certainly looks like it's brass. Screwing case back. Let's take the sticker off of the front. Very clean, legible dial. Supposed to have some great lume, clearly printed on the dial. So we'll take a look at that. I'll take a lume shot here pretty soon. Comes kitty again. Hi, little kitty. You're gonna have to move though. Making a video. Here we go. Alright, so screw down crown, Seiko movement in there, like most of the Eylandt watches. Let's see here. No date, which is actually my preference. Let's see, it is about 4:11 here local time. Nice, smooth wind. Get that up and running. I believe this is a 3 hertz movement. All right, so 3-link, polished mid-links. Brushed everywhere else, brushed on the case sides, polished on the bezel. So unfortunately that polished bezel and those polished center links are going to tend to pick up scratches very quickly, but for a $300 watch, that's okay. Nicely milled clasp, all those components milled. Easy to adjust. Really nicely done on the clasp itself. That's a nice engraving. Polish on those other clasp elements. But it's going to take me a minute to put this sucker together. Maybe take a link or two out. Alrighty, so after what you can tell here, about a 30-minute, 25-minute process, I did finally get it sized to my wrist. I took 2 links off the left, 2 links off the right, and just had to use a standard tool here for pushing the links out. If you don't have one of those, definitely worth the $4 or $5 that is on Amazon, typically in a little kit. Oh, hi kitty. Even when it's on the wrist and the fold over clasp is there, to take it off when you unclasp that outer clasp, it takes just a lot, just unreasonable amount of force to spring that loose. So for a first generation watch from Hemel with this kind of bracelet, you know, some of that is to be expected. I'm sure they'll keep working on that in the future, but other features here I do like. It is pretty with that center polish. It certainly is strongly reminiscent of some of the Rolex bracelets. I like the taper. It goes from 20 down to about 15 and a half before it gets to the clasp. So that's very nicely done, very comfortable, not too heavy. They're solid links, but it really is not a heavy watch on the wrist. 40 millimeters in diameter. I just checked that here with the little calipers, and it wears a bit larger than that. Just a hair under 40 right there. It wears a bit larger than that because of the smooth bezel that's not very large. It does tend to wear more like a 42 roughly. Put that back on. So, but on my 6.5-inch wrist, that's not too big for me. My Eylander that I had on at the beginning, also a 40 millimeter diameter. So after having worn the Hemel Eylandt here for about a week, really pleased with it. I do think it's a great bargain for $300. You just get a lot of value. This bracelet is just really beautiful. It's a great take on the classic Rolex and an oyster style bracelet with the clasp, nice engraving. I find myself enjoying the brass finishes on here. I'll take this off in a second to show that. The only real drawback here is just a little bit of the functionality of the bracelet. The thing that is just kind of crazy is how much effort it takes to pop this clasp off. It is an unreasonable amount of force it takes to pop that off. But I just really enjoy that medallion style caseback that they put on there. I enjoy that little touch of brass there on the crown itself. It's just a really good wearing experience, very legible, easy to read. The lume lasts a long time. The entire dial, everything on it, including the logo, is all loomed nicely. The hands, the second hand, it's easy to read at night. Certainly some of that pilot's watch heritage that they have. So definitely going to enjoy wearing this. Not going to flip it anytime soon. Just going to keep this as one of my larger everyday watches to wear. Just pop on the wrist. Finally, the movement inside that Seiko NH35. It's been running at about minus 8 seconds per day on the wrist and on the time grapher, which is pretty typical for these Seiko movements. I think it's also one reason why they went with the solid caseback, because those Seiko movements are so kind of pedestrian and undecorated. It certainly was a good choice just to have that very nicely decorated solid caseback and not a see-through caseback. But really enjoying this, can totally recommend. Looking forward to experiencing some of the other Hemel watches that are out there. They sent this little brochure with it with a lot of their other better known pilot's watches that are on here in their lineup, chronographs and mecha quartz, and they have some mechanical ones now too. So probably going to check some of these out in the future. For the time being, that's my review of the Hemel Eylandt. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please remember to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you want some more free unbiased reviews in the future. But until the next time, God bless and have fun out there.